Have you ever postponed important tasks, even when you know you really need to do them? And then felt guilt, irritation, or anxiety, as if you were setting yourself up to fail? Today, we'll explore why this happens and how you can change it. Procrastination isn't just laziness or a lack of willpower. It's a psychological mechanism where we delay important tasks, even when we understand their significance. Self-sabotage is an even trickier phenomenon. It's when we create obstacles on our path to goals, often without even realizing it. The brain is always looking for the easier way. Sometimes it seems safer to do nothing than to risk failure. And that's where procrastination steps in. Social media, minor tasks, checking emails, these replace the important work. But the consequences can be serious: lowered self-esteem, increased anxiety, constant stress, fatigue, and a feeling that you'll never achieve what you want. The reasons behind procrastination and self-sabotage are often deeper than they seem. Keycap 1: Fear of failure. We worry that the outcome won't be perfect. So the brain chooses the safe option, doing nothing. It's like a small protective mechanism, but it works against us. Keycap 2: Perfectionism. When you want everything to be perfect, even the smallest step seems insufficient. And so we delay it again and again. Keycap 3: Lack of motivation. Sometimes the goal feels distant or not personally meaningful. Without internal motivation, any task feels like a struggle, and the brain tries to avoid it. Another less obvious reason is emotional burnout. When we're physically or emotionally tired, the brain perceives tasks as extra threats, and we put them off without fully realizing why. This often happens to people who constantly push for results without giving themselves a break. What happens when procrastination becomes chronic? We feel constant stress, emotional exhaustion, and self-doubt. For example, you know you need to prepare an important project, but you keep putting it off. Then comes the guilt, the feeling that you're not capable, and the anxiety only grows. Even worse is self-sabotage in relationships or personal growth. Subconsciously, we may avoid opportunities because we fear change or failure. For instance, we don't go to a job interview even though we really want the job, or we don't start a course because we're afraid we won't handle it. Day by day, this creates a sense of helplessness. The good news is, procrastination and self-sabotage are not a life sentence. The first step is awareness. When you notice yourself putting something off because of fear or perfectionism, pause and ask yourself, what can I realistically do right now? Small actions create a snowball effect. Set short-term goals, reward yourself for small victories, and gradually you'll see results. Another effective strategy is to approach tasks with curiosity rather than pressure. Ask yourself, what is one interesting aspect of this task I can focus on right now? This shifts your mindset from obligation to exploration. When we treat challenges as experiments instead of tests, the fear that usually blocks us begins to fade. Visualization can also be powerful. Take a moment to picture yourself completing the task successfully. Imagine the satisfaction, the sense of accomplishment, and the relief of finishing. When you create a mental image of success, your brain begins to associate action with positive emotions, making it easier to start. Environment plays a crucial role too. Remove distractions, organize your workspace, and create small rituals that signal your brain it's time to focus. Even simple actions like clearing your desk, putting on headphones, or setting a timer for 15 to 20 minutes can make starting much easier. Sometimes, procrastination is fueled by uncertainty. If a task feels vague or overwhelming, clarify it. Write down exactly what needs to be done, break it into specific, manageable steps, and set realistic deadlines. Each clear step reduces anxiety and builds momentum. Another helpful approach is to celebrate micro-progress. Every time you complete a small part, no matter how minor it seems, acknowledge it. These little victories accumulate and reinforce your belief that you are capable. Over time, they create a positive feedback loop that combats both procrastination and self-doubt. It's also important to examine your self-talk. Often, We procrastinate because our inner dialogue is critical or dismissive. Replace thoughts like, "I'll never do this right," with, "I can try one small step now." Shifting your language subtly rewires your mindset toward action and self-compassion. Finally, consider your energy cycles. Notice the times of day when you feel most alert and focused, and schedule important tasks during those periods. Respecting your natural rhythm reduces resistance and increases efficiency. Remember, overcoming procrastination isn't about eliminating fear or discomfort entirely, it's about learning to act in spite of them. By combining small steps, mental visualization, supportive environment, positive self-talk, and energy awareness, you empower yourself to take consistent action. Every step you take, even the tiniest one, is proof that you are capable of moving forward. Procrastination is not your enemy, it's a signal, a guide, telling you that there is something worth your focus, something meaningful that your brain wants you to prioritize. Embrace it, act on it, and let each small victory build the life you truly want.